Hi everyone, happy Wednesday. Hopefully this is going up on Wednesday. I hope everyone else is doing well. It has just been a really busy time. I thought things were getting a little better that first week of April, and then ever since then it's just been chaos, but such is my life. So anyway, I have a ton of videos I need to be doing, but just finding the time to do them is proving to be difficult right now. But we will do the best we can do at the end of the day. And I do have some new books to share with you. I thought about waiting because I have 2 more coming Saturday, but I thought, forget it. I will just include those in another video next week or something. It'll be fine. Because while I haven't had much time to color, we all know even though I don't have much time to color, I definitely do something color adjacent by buying coloring supplies and books, which I have done. So let's go ahead and get started. First off, Joshua Dunbar has put out a new kind of book to him. It's more of the square style book that seems to be the trend lately. And it is like extra super duper bright in here. Hopefully it's okay. Let me see if I can darken this just a little. It's that evening sun. Usually I do these earlier in the day. But this is Cute Guy Moments. Gorgeous guys to get comfy and cozy with. And I love this idea. If you've been around me for a while, you know I stress often that there isn't enough guy representation in coloring books. And so now you have a whole book in the style of Joshua Dunbar, which I love. And I love that little kitty over there looks very similar to the Christmas picture I did a few months ago with the cat in the windowsill. Like similar... like it's the same room, So some nice, handsome guys in here. Love it. So there's that front page. So these are in the square format. I don't think there's any shading in here like he usually includes. Given the size of the pictures, because they're a little bit smaller, I can kind of understand that. But you just got guys doing different things. Now, it would also be cool to have, maybe he does a Cute Girls Moments book as well. And then we have like all the girls. It would be funny to have like a version of the book with the girls all doing the same thing. But honestly, you probably get a lot of that anyway. I like the plaid on his shirt. A little bit of chest hair peeking through there. Very nice. Now see, that is just too pleasant a situation there because any cat I own would not be perched just so perfectly on the back of that pillow. That cat would be in, let's say it was Brent, in Brent's face on the bed with his butt facing Brent's face. I can see exactly, it would not be that picture perfect. But, again, fantasy. That's perfectly fine. A little bit of mini golf. He does include a little bit, not necessarily shading like shadows, but like outline, like a lighter gray outline of like the clouds and the basketball and like the leaves and stuff to give it some detail, which I like. I'm hoping to include more like patterns and more I don't know what the word, like stencils and stuff like that in some of these types of pictures, but sometimes I just want to keep it simple. Plenty of sports action here. Different body styles, just like with women, as like with everybody. I like the different body style representations here. Everybody has different taste. Everybody, in terms of what you think a cute guy would be versus what somebody else might. So I like that. They don't all have the same exact style and look about them. That seems like a nice summer vacation kind of trying to get away from everything kind of scenario there. This would have been really good had I done my Foxy February tag this year because it's not just foxes, but like foxy men, women characters. This would have been a good book for that, or a good book for that. So maybe for next year. Oh, he doesn't like that one bit. Doesn't like that one bit. That's very cute. I love that. Oh, that's such a good Christmas picture. I really like that one. Color test pages. Oh, cool. All right, so you can try different skin tones. You can try some of the different objects. Maybe you want to try out, like some marker blending, boxers or briefs. Here's a good pattern opportunity. You could do patterns on the boxers or the briefs. I like that. That is awesome. I love that. And of course, we have his Easy Fantasy book that I still haven't started in. So he does have some pages from his other books. Here's from Easy Fantasy. I think that's Easy Fall. Then we have Hello Spring. Easy Spring, excuse me. Easy Summer. And I think just, yeah, new Easy Coloring. And it's interesting because these have been, of course, resized. These are normally in a full-size book, so it's interesting to see them on the square size like this. So, very cute book. Like I said, definitely something different and from Joshua Dunbar, and I love that. All right, so I also splurged. I think Lenka Filonenko has some of the most beautiful images, and I think she has Amazon versions of her books that she offers, but I find I got her, I think it was a spring book last year. Yeah, hers was Hello Spring, and I got the artist edition with the spiral binding like this. It has really thick cardstock paper. Very luxurious book and like a larger size coloring book. And I got the Hello Spring one last year and I just loved it. I was using watercolors and watercolor pencils and stuff, and it just went on like a dream and it was so nice. And so I decided to splurge a little bit. I saw this one and it says lovely year on it, and again I just love the images, so I did splurge and get the artist edition off of eBay. I'm not sure if it's available yet Amazon printed, but if it is, I'll try to put both links in the description. I got the neatest little note from her, which I thought was super nice. and it came wrapped in this really nice bubble wrap. And I also got a mini coloring book with this, which she included as a gift. And I was really touched by that because this is pretty fabulous too. And this is also on pretty nice paper. So we'll look at the mini book first, Me Time. I don't know if this is available at all, but these are really phenomenal images as well. Also spiral bound. Love this one with the black background. Y'all know me, I love a good black background. And this is also on nice kind of cardstocky paper. I don't know if it's as thick as the stuff in the other book, but it's still really nice paper. And this gives you a good variety of images. A great one for spooky or Halloween or autumn. You could almost make that like a little Santa hat. Make it almost Christmassy if you wanted to. I love this picture. If her hair was shorter, like this would be a good representation of me. But very cool. And so now we get to this one. This is a semi-grayscale. She might also offer just line art, but her grayscale's pretty subtle, and I really love it. So, oh, I didn't even open it up yet. Look at that. I even got it signed. Very cool. Well, need to keep that, because we know I will be buying another coloring book from her in the future. And a little mini picture. Oh, it's so cute. She's put on the little lipstick and stuff. Is looking at himself in the mirror. That's cute. She doesn't look very happy about that. I mean, when I say thick paper, like, I think that nostalgia book I have might have thicker paper than this, but it's not very many at all. And the paper it's got a little bit of tooth to it, but it's, fairly smooth. I've used the Artisto pencils on it, and I really liked how they took to the paper. So this takes you through the different seasons. Of course, right now we've got a lot of spring. I'm always worried I'm going to skip a page because this is such thick paper. All kinds of different animals. I love that one. That's so cute for summer. Look, Mr. Beaver works hard too. He should get a little bit of a vacation as well. Excuse me, I had to take a drink of something. And I loved like his excitement over the desserts. Like, me too, buddy. Me too. I've been there. And they're not overly complicated images at all. That one's gorgeous though. I love this one. Sorry, I had to take my headset off for a minute. I love this one where he's laughing. Like you're taking a little candid snapshot of him. Now we're starting to get in the fall. Her books are hard to not avoid, but pick from. She does a lot of beautiful portrait type pictures too. I don't color portraits as often, so that's why I get more drawn to the like animal nature books. Those are the ones that I have a harder time resisting. And then we've got a test page here, which I appreciate. Even with this thick paper, I think it's good to have this type. I have some of her digital books as well. Like, I think I have Magical Season in the Amazon printed paper. I think I have Spirit Animals with Wisdom in as a digital download, but it may be Fairy Bliss. Anyway, just gorgeous. And you can see like all the little images here. So very nice book. Came reasonably quick too. Probably wouldn't have been surprised if it took another month or two to get here. So, and finally, I already have a Hikaru Kotz or Cats or however you want to say it, coloring book. It's just a cute cat moments or something. But I saw the Naughty Cats one, and my cats, not all of them are bad, but they, at least two of them can be trouble. And so I thought some of these were pretty hilarious. And so I decided to pick it back up, or pick up this one too. So. Have I colored in the other one I got? No, not yet. This is also another smaller square book. Cat Duet, very cute. I like how the dog's sitting there with the plate in his mouth, just hopeful, and the cat's the one that's about to smack her. Like, that's pretty much how it goes, I think. He's screaming being eaten by that shark. And how fitting with paws up here. Being scared of the pickle or the cucumber. Wearing the clock on his head. Like I said, some of these were just hilarious. Yep. My cats, like, they've lived the good life so much that I actually have, I won at an auction, and I need to put it up, is a little tin printed image of a cat. Like the cat with it's play on the girl with the pearl earring, and it's a cat instead. And I actually have one of those I need to put up. But no, my cats would either be scared of a mouse or just play with it and then let it run away. They have it too good in life. He knows what he's doing. That's probably like Reap a Cheap, where he's just kind of, oh, oops, I didn't mean to do this. Oh no. This is Leroy trying to get a hold of BMO, and this is BMO with the smug look, like, I know what I'm doing. Oh yeah, you better never hope they start working together. We're all in trouble if that happens. Though nobody in their right mind would leave a ham like that on the counter with any type of pet in the house. Like, surely you would know better. Oh, there's BMO and Leroy. Or wintering BMO. Pretty much BMO's probably involved. Whoever it is. Oh, he doesn't look too bad. Just looking in the mirror. Probably the tamest one of the bunch. We have to keep so many breakable things up on like super high shelves where the cats can't get to them. I still, BMO, my Woobles, the few that I've made are up on a shelf that happens to be right next to the cat tree. One of BMO's favorite fun things to do is to get up there and hook them all off the shelf and then stare at me because she knows she's not supposed to do that. But you know, at this point, It's a fun little game we play. That one in the middle, man, he worries everybody. Well, that one's just oblivious to what's happening, but that dog is very concerned. Tammy, if you're watching this, I hate it because I'm probably enabling you because I feel like this is a book you'd enjoy too. If you like cats, I am the biggest enabler anyway, but particularly with cat books. Well, if you can't have your cat as your date for Valentine's Day, then what are you doing? Yep, don't like that. Don't like that one bit. This would be a good book, like if you wanted to play around with textures, that was the word I was looking for earlier. If you wanted to play around with textures and stencils and things like that, I feel like this would be a good book where you could play around with them, and if you mess it up, like it's not that big of a deal, but like I think this might be a good practice book. Because these images are fun. Like, oh, well, he's not having fun. Nobody's going to be having fun once they hit that spray. Um, but, like, I see this as more of a fun book. Like, I would use, markers and fun stuff in here. And then, like I said, for some of these solid areas, I might try textures or patterns or something. And this would be a good trial. Yeah, you... It's so funny when I go to my parents' house, even when they had their cat Mira, she never jumped up on surfaces. She was a very weird cat. She was content to just be on the floor for the most part and on the couches. And every time I'd go over there, I'd go to like my brother's room and I'd be like, oh, look at all your stuff just nicely splayed out, and you go to my house and like everything's shoved into a corner on a shelf or up high where the cats can't reach it, and there's all kinds of random stuff up there, mostly just to try to keep it out of the cat's reach. Because if we don't, then it looks like that room. What are you doing, Ruby Cheap? A lot of images in here. Oh, taking off with the clothes. I like the picture. It's like the scream and then him looking back. That is a litter box picture without being like a very detailed litter box picture, and I am grateful for that. Sometimes you just don't need that much detail. I live with it on a day-to-day basis. I just need the hint of it. BMO's done that before. She's got stuck in one of those drink boxes temporarily. Moment you look away, he's going to swipe that cookie. Yep. Have no idea who did that. Didn't catch the guy. He just ran off. I do worry about that. Like that, I don't think it would be a huge concern because it would be flexible, but like if you had a wire one or something, like, I mean, that's funny, but it's also kind of like, ooh, I don't know about that one. That's like a fear of mine. Does not like the smell of those socks. There's the one from the cover that I think's really cute. So that one's actually in there, like it's a cat bed, it's not an actual TV. And I like the cone on his head, just indicating he's already gotten into trouble. Anyway, I just thought that was a fun little book. So there you go, a few books for you. I just need, oh, I need to will myself to update the description and get this loaded. It won't take very long. I'm so tired. Oh, um, I really hoped to have a kind of mid-month log process video this weekend. I'm not sure. I might have it Sunday. I might have it, it might even need to be Monday. I'm going to a convention with my brother this weekend, so it may be a little bit delayed. I don't, I haven't had time to color as much as I had hoped, so hopefully I'll be able to do that this weekend. And then a supply haul next weekend, like a full supply haul, maybe showing the books I got. A couple more flip throughs, probably Monday or Tuesday, and then hopefully some completed pages. At least 2 months worth. It may only be like 7 or 8 pages, but we'll do that because if I get to too many months, I'll get lost and forget what what I have and haven't shown you. So, but hope everybody's doing well, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.